Good morning. Welcome to a commute straight up the highway, 105 miles door to door. You missed the boring part, which was in the dark mostly. The sun's coming up. It's been up for, it's 7:02. The sun's probably been up for half an hour, maybe. I left about 40 minutes before that. I had to stop and get gas, which I don't usually do. I usually get gas when I get home so that I'm ready for the next day, next trip. And I thought it might be interesting to show you what Northern Virginia traffic is like for real. It's a Tuesday morning in late April. It's a beautiful morning outside. It's maybe, 58 or 60 degrees. No wind, no real wind. We're going past the Marine Corps Museum there at Quantico. So we're in Prince William County, which is, it depends on how much of a purist you are. I've always considered Prince William County the southernmost county in Northern Virginia. But a lot of people now consider Stafford County part of Northern Virginia. I don't know if I agree with them, but this is the time or place for that argument. And right now, traffic in the main lane seems to be going pretty smoothly. It started to back up about Fredericksburg, which is typical, right about where Route 17, US 17 crosses the highway. As you folks in California would call it, the 95. We don't call it that. Don't call it that if you're not from here and you come here. Don't call it the 95. At any rate, I'm on the what they call HOT lanes, high occupancy toll. So the deal is the tolls run at a variable rate. You can kind of see the toll sign there. I'll try and keep the camera on it until I go past it. So the tolls run at a variable rate depending on how much traffic is in the HOT lanes. But in the 95 corridor, if you have 3 or more people in your vehicle, then you don't have to pay the toll, high occupancy. And a couple decades ago, when they were first putting these lanes in, they used to just be HOV. You didn't have to pay a toll. When they were first putting these lanes in, some really smart motorcycle riders made sure that motorcycles had access to the HOV lanes. And that's extended into the HOT era. And the bonus is motorcycles do not have to pay the toll, which is fantastic. Not only that, but even though you can see up here on my windshield, I have a toll pass, an easy pass. So not only do motorcycles not have to pay the toll, but you don't even have to have a transponder to use the HOT lanes if you have a motorcycle, if you're on a motorcycle. Now, everywhere else there's toll roads in Virginia, you have to have the transponder, but not on the HOT lanes. So there's a big old motorcycle, Goldwing. So this is my commute from where I live outside of Richmond into Arlington. I try not to do it too often. I used to live in Northern Virginia, and I left for a lot of reasons. But the traffic and the commute time that's the third cop I've seen on the toll lanes. They must really be cracking down. And we have a move-over law in Virginia, so if you come across an emergency vehicle on the shoulder, you're supposed to get out of the lane that's next to that shoulder. Slow down, move over. It's a big deal. We've had firefighters and, jeez, there's another one. Man, what is going on? We've had firefighters and policemen killed in collisions because people are stupid or drunk. So, I don't know if the move over laws help too much, but I'm certainly going to do it. Oh, there must be somebody on the shoulder. Or he's getting off it. Okay, I'm done. That was too tough. Not enough time. He turned his sirens off anyways. He knows what's going on anyways. They got the big commuter vans like that. They probably got 15 people in there. There's traffic. Looks a little more normal. Woo, that guy's moving. And that's what it's going to look like. We're here, Dale City, exit 156. That's what traffic's going to look like all the way in to D.C. Hey, quad graphics, I know who they are. So that's what traffic's going to look like all the way into D.C. for the next 2.5 to 3 hours. Where I get to ride on the HOT lanes with all the really aggressive drivers that are in a big fat hurry.